Hey guys, Rich here at Flippin' for a Living, back for part 4. Yes, part 4 of my May 12th and 13th garage sale haul. We are seeing if we can get to $2,000 that we will make in profit for this past weekend. I've had to do this in 4 parts. We'll try and keep things moving so you can see all the treasures we got, see what we like to pay for them. This is, majority of this is going on eBay. This is like the boxed or new section of what I bought. Let's just jump right in and go with what we have. I'm gonna start off with, I just got it charging up here to make sure that everything looks good. This Craig e-reader. Now, this isn't the best of the best by any means. It's 4 years old, but it does already have 500 books on it, so that should help my resale value a little bit. We paid $10 for that, and I'm only going to price that for $25 to $30. So not a massive profit on this guy, but like I always say, I don't want to leave any $20 behind. If I can make a $20 bill, and I'm not saying spend 40 to make 20, I'm saying spend 2 or 5 or 10 to make $20 profit. I will never leave that $20 bill behind. So that is my first $20 of the day. Lego. This one surprised me. I just totally did a blind buy on this. I mean, I didn't have to think very hard on this one. First of all, because it's new, these 3 items. Now these aren't Lego, they're Mega Bloks, but it is a weird looking Call of Duty set. I mean, these people are in a suburban house with a mom and dad, and then there's some dudes out front getting ready to kill and murder. Murder, death, kill. So anyways, these are all sealed. It's called Nuketown. Oh, I guess they probably live near a nuclear reactor. Anyways, I don't know if you can see on there, $20 they were asking for that. And then these 2, that's right, I said 2. These are the @RT sealed Star Wars Lego sets. 2 of these. They had the pair for $7 a piece, and I ended up getting, I don't know if you guys noticed in the background here, I always had the TV up there, and it always had glare, and I had to twist it and make it look funny so there was no glare. So yeah, I took down the TV. I put up a few more 80s treasures, things from my childhood, so I can reminisce, and hopefully you guys, if you get bored of my ugly mug, you can look at some of my beautiful little treasures. Like these 2 guys I just picked up, the Twin Hulks. They don't have their pants, but those are like from 1978, I think it was, 78 or 79, late 70s. And those were in a batch of stuff I got that I'm going to show you later, but super cool. I hope you enjoy some of the new scenery. Back to this. So yeah, I'm just trying to get the glare off of those. The pair of those, they had them at $7 each. I got all 3 of these for $30. And the first thing I did was look these up when I got back to my vehicle. I didn't look them up when I bought them. I knew I was going to take it for $7 no matter what I found, or it would end up being $5 no matter what I found. And it turns out these guys go for like $40 to $60 so each. So that's awesome little investment on those. But you know what surprises me was this guy. I know it's Mega Bloks, but it is Call of Duty. This one I'm going to be lucky to double my money on. I mean, we could say if I got $16 into this, if those were 7 each, or I paid 20 for this and that was 5 each. Either way, surprisingly, this guy I'm only going to get about $40 for at the most. So we're barely doubling our money on that. Still great. For the 3 things, we put out $30, we're going to get $100 to $120. Love being up in that 3, 4, 10 times our money. Seeing every kind of Monopoly out there. I showed you a couple weeks ago Beagleopoly, which was sealed. Now this one, Brewopoly, totally, I don't even know if this probably in no way is endorsed by Parker Brothers. The little properties and stuff, they're still sealed in their original packet. So I don't know if I can necessarily sell this as new, but definitely like new. Paid $2 for this guy, and I'm easily going to get 15 or 20 for that. Another brand new item, SpongeBob Trouble. This came from the same place as the Star Wars Lego and the Call of Duty Mega Bloks. This was $2 also, and this is brand new, still got the factory seal on it. It's pretty easy to tell when it's factory seal or somebody else just taped it up. But yeah, this guy was also $2, and surprisingly enough, I'm probably only gonna get 15 for him, but still, I'll take that anytime, 7.5 times my money. So next thing, hockey card game. This is a vintage hockey game, and you can see on the side there, it's all just Canadian teams, and depending on, I guess, where they punched a hole in here. This must have been the Alberta version because it has two teams, huge rivals. Edmonton Oilers and Calgary Flames, huge rivals. Nobody that likes Calgary likes Edmonton and vice versa. They hate each other. So this was a pretty interesting little buy. They only had it for $1. And these are going for $18 up to $40. We'll go on the low end because I only paid $1. I'll gladly make 18 times my money on that. So yeah, beautiful little investment there. Fairy Tale Collection. This is an anime series, Blu-ray disc set. I picked that up for $2, and this is going for $35 to $50. And obviously we can sell that as new on eBay because it is new still. Another new boxed item. I just love when people don't like their gifts and they never open them and they sell them at their yard sales for $1 or $2. This one was also $1. Transformers Construct Bots. This is Bumblebee. He was $1, and in his sealed condition, he's a guaranteed $15 profit in my pocket. So I was making fun of Transformers franchise last episode, but now I like them because they just made me help me turn $1 into $15. Does it scare you guys when I do this? When I'm like, whoa! It is a GE A1050 digital camera. It has the box, it has the instructions, it charges up, everything works, the focus works. It even has a memory card in there, just a little 2 GB one I think though, so I'll just leave it in there. Another $1 item for this camera, and this guy's going, okay, lowballing it, $15 to $20. I'm sure I can get closer to the 20 because it does have the box, which really appeals to a lot of people. Box and instructions. Woo! All right. Next thing, OtterBox Defender iPhone 5 5S. I should just keep that, but I can't because I only paid $2 for it, and I can get 25. It's all right. I got to keep it. I mean, I was gonna keep it, but when I saw that I can get $25 for it, and I paid $2 for it, I figured I'd rather have the $20+ profit. So, awesome. Sorry, did I scare you? So yeah, $2. When I saw I could make over $20 on it, I decided I don't need to keep it. I would rather collect the money. That's my favorite thing to collect is money. This, I just bought it because I thought it was cool. It was also $2. Feudal. It's about a 45-year-old board game, and it's pretty cool. It's got these different plates, different territories, and you take your awesome little knights and soldiers, and they're on there, and you move them around. I don't even really know how the game plays. I made a mistake on this one. I counted up all the pieces and invested a bunch of time seeing if everything was here before I looked up the value, and it is only a $15 game, but I paid $2 for it, so that's still a nice little profit. It's just cool. No, I can't throw that one. I'd be cleaning up for days looking for all these little men. You know what? I'm not even going to sell these, but for some reason I know why I bought them. It's 75 cents for a starter deck of black and white Pokemon Dragons Exalted. I don't know what it was. I bought them and I saw them and I just instantly felt like I had to catch them all. The Pokemon. I just gotta catch them all. Pokemon. I don't know why, but that was just the feeling I got, so I bought that. Next up, 3 guitar magazines. These were $1 a piece. I don't know if you can see it on there, right by my finger, that little green tag. $1 each. These guys were $19.95 US new. Yes, $19.95 a piece was the MSRP, and they're going still for about 15 bucks on eBay. So in that $3, that's $45 we're gonna get back. This one, unfortunately, Michelangelo. It was the same place I got that. I just bought it. It looked like maybe, you never know, but I know a lot of times stuff like looks awesome like this is just mass produced. Oh, sorry for the nudity. Please shield your eyes. So it's the Michelangelo Painting and Sculpture Complete Collection book, and it's going to end up being a coffee table book because it'd probably sit for a century until somebody bought it for $20. But I guess if it's not costing you anything, right? Might as well. Oh, look at, it's even got, ooh, it's got the centerfold. Oh, this is worth keeping now. You guys want to see? Coffee table book, something cool to put on the coffee table for $2. Not in my profits for the day, but it is in my total of what I spent. I just like to do that. So last couple things here. These are big. I probably wouldn't have bought these unless they were in the box. They just look so nice, packaged up still with the styrofoam, the remote, everything's in there. So these are the Motorola, it's the HD box and the PVR. Lady had these for $5 a piece, and for a second I was going to feel guilty that I lied to her because I said, I just don't know if they're going to work on my TV. So would you take $5 for the pair instead of $5 each? I'm like, is that lying? Am I lying to her? But then I rationalized and it's like, I actually don't know if they're going to work on my TV. So technically I'm not lying. But yeah, anyways, I don't feel guilty at the end of the day because she was thrilled. She almost would have gave them away, I bet. Thrilled to get rid of them. These are $5 a piece. This one is $30 to $50 it's going for. 30 low end. Some people are getting 50 for them. And this guy is $50 minimum, getting as high as $80 or $100 people are getting for that one. So on that $10 investment, minimum $80. Again, why I love yard sales for sourcing more than anything. 5, 6, 8, or 10 times or more we get on our money at yard sales. Great place to source. And last but not least, this is still also sealed, and this is the, as you can see, Iron Man candy bowl. They had it priced for $7. I gave them $5 for it. It's still sealed. This I'm probably going to keep local. Somebody that will snap this up. There is enough comic book hero fans, Marvel fans, Avenger fans in every city that I won't have any problem selling this locally for $25 or $30. They are selling for about $35 on eBay. Okay, so for this little section, you guys, $74 is all we have invested for every. I'm sorry, I'm starting to yell. I get excited when I get to the money part of the vlog and see how much we're making. So $74 is all we have invested in this. 428 bare minimum we are going to get back for this, as high as 570. So there we are again, 5, 6, 700% profit. It seems everything I touch at yard sales, this is the kind of money you end up making. So we're going to lump that in with the other 3 sessions so far and see how we are. Clear this out of the way and bring in the last of what we have, kind of like the vintage toys. Okay guys, just a few vintage toys, 60s and 80s. So I'm going to start off by talking about these slot cars. We're going to talk about those first. Anything 60s, 70s, 80s and slot cars, there is value there, okay? What I bought was, it was in a box, not the actual box it came in, which obviously adds value, but it was just a box of track, and that's all it looked like was track for $5. And what you always want to do if you see a random thing of track is just dig in there a little bit and see if there's any cars, or ask if you don't feel like digging. So I asked, I dug and I didn't see any, so I asked, is there any cars in there? Because they had it layered with paper and stuff. And the lady said, yeah, there is, and she dug into the bottom and there was 4 cars in there. So the point I want to make is that the track, people do like buying track for sections to make the biggest track possible. But if you can find anything that's, got 30 or 40 years on it, even 20 years as a race car, there is value there. So these ones, sometimes you have to look a little bit to find out what you have. We have to pop the chassis out of the body for this vehicle, but we found that these are lifelike vehicles. And you just type in lifelike into eBay, Kodak, and right away they pop up in the sold listings. These are going for $12 to $15 a piece. So I could throw the track in the garbage because it's going to cost a lot to ship. I won't throw it in the garbage, but you can sell these cars separate. I will sell this as a little bundle that we paid $5 for, and we will get $40 or $50 for that $5. So anytime you see random track, find out if there's any cars. That's what you really want. You don't even care so much about the track. Now, these are 60s tin toys. Obviously, you can tell right away they're not plastic. They're that vintage style, tinny looking toys. A lot of them are called friction toys. And this whole bundle, the gentleman had like $7 a vehicle on them. We worked that out to take everything for $40. Now, some of these are Chinese versions or Japanese, made in China from the 60s. They don't hold as much value as these ones that were made in North America. Well, actually, these were still made in Japan, but this is a Plymouth Valiant, and this is a Ford Falcon. So as soon as you start getting things with names on them, like this Ford tractor, one of the first type of remotes that came out about 40 years ago, as soon as you get stuff with names on them, you're kind of hitting the jackpot. This little Greyhound guy, he's going to go for about $15 or $20. So overall, what do we got here? Like a dozen vehicles. We paid $40, about $3.50 a piece. And I'm going to get $40 a piece just for each of these. So those two vehicles alone, we're going to double our money. But I should be able to easily push $200 to $300 once I sell these all off a $40 investment. So yeah, little tin toys, look for those. If you can find ones that are actually related to a product you understand or a vehicle that you understand, like Plymouth or Ford, then you can really get into some good money. And last vintage toy, 80s G.I. Joe. There could have been some huge value here. Like this chopper sells for about $60 if everything is complete and it hasn't been fixed. A lot of people like to fix their stuff up and glue it back together. It's missing some bullets. There's some things missing. Same with this one. Not a lot of value there because it's all broken up. Otherwise, that could have been a $50 vehicle. But then there are a couple vehicles that are in good shape in here and complete. This Jeep should sell for about $20. And this big people mover is all complete. And it also will sell for about $30 or $40. So this came along with a bunch of wrestlers that I showed you or that I'm going to show you, and the two Green Boy pockets that I paid $10 a piece for. It all came from the one gentleman. And then inside of here, there's other vehicles also. So the vehicles, again, they've got some issues. It's hard to know what's there if you're not a G.I. Joe expert and what's missing. But someone will still buy these, most likely local. I'll just unload those for like $50. And then we got about a dozen actual G.I. Joe figures. And these are from the 80s, 81, 83, 84. So we have about a dozen of these guys. And I'm just going to sell those as a lot, roughly $5 a figure. So we're going to get 60 there. So this isn't a huge win, but considering what some vintage toys can be worth complete, but still, we have $20 into this. We're easily going to get 100 out of it, 5 times our money again, right where we like to be. And there is a handful of weapons and a couple handfuls of weapons and bullets and spare parts and bodies and limbs and legs, and just taking a picture of this stuff and throwing it up, it'll probably be another $20 for that kind of stuff. So if you haven't heard it already, anything old is new again. So 80s and even 60s toys, people are trying to relive their childhood. At the end of the day, the stuff you look behind me, I guess I put it up there because this is the wall that I wished I would have had growing up. Late 70s, early 80s, this is the cool room that I wanted to have, and now I can have it just by going right to yard sales and accumulating this stuff again. So it's the cool wall in the room, you know, that you see in the movies from the 80s, and you're like, as if any kid has that room or had that room growing up in the 80s or the 70s with all those cool toys and posters and pictures. And I didn't know anybody who had that, but everybody like me who didn't have that in their 80s now has a chance to relive that now that they're gainfully employed and making money. So they're reliving their childhood. So yeah, that's the story why everything 80s and even a little bit 90s in toys is valuable again. Because all us baby boomers, I don't think I'm a baby boomer. I don't know what I am actually. I should look into that. But we're all trying to relive our childhood that we were so deprived of, the things we were so deprived of growing up. We want them now, and here they are. Let's talk about these guys first. These guys actually came in a bundle. They came from the same place that I got those two extreme green Game Boys. So there's all sorts of guys in here. I don't remember half the names. Obviously Hulk Hogan, Jimmy Hart. I don't know who these guys are. I do know Honky Tonk Man, and he's actually a little bit more rare one. He's going to be worth $15 or $20 by himself. Jake the Snake, rest in peace. $20 essentially on these 24 guys. He had them at a couple bucks a piece, and I got him down to what would you take? What would you take if I took them all? Oh, a buck a piece? Sure. How about 20 for everything? Yeah, let's do that. That's how it played out. So here they are, like 24 of them. Honky Tonk's worth 20 by himself. I'm not 100% sure. I'm going to have to research some of these guys. I'm yelling again, aren't I? I just sensed that I was yelling again. Yeah, it's recording. Sometimes I can't see if it's still recording. So we got $20 into these guys. Honky Tonk's worth 20 alone. I'm for sure going to get $60. Who knows? Sky's the limit on these again. But $60 or $80 for sure is what I'm going to get out of those. Also in there were these in the bottom. Does it look like anybody you know? Anybody? Anybody you know? Anyways, it's Boss Hogg, and it's Bo and Luke Duke, and Daisy. That's what it is. And Daisy Duke. She's so little. And even Cooter, I think, was his name. But Cooter's missing his hands. They're completely gone, so he's not included. These little guys are going to fetch me another like $20 or $30 for sure. Basically, I'm going to get my whole investment back, and all the rest of this is free. For Cooter and Luke and Boss Hogg and Daisy Duke and the other Duke brother. I want to talk about bundling. You know, a lot of people don't want to bother or ship out one lightsaber, you know, because they're only worth $6, $8, $10. But what I do is I'll pick them up all day long for 25, 50 cents or $1, and then when I get about a dozen of them together, I will bundle them and ship them all out in one bundle on eBay. You get them for, say, average of 50 cents a piece. You got $6 into 12 of them, and you'll get your $50 or $60 out of a $6 investment. These two little Nerf guns, they are molded after Star Wars series. They say Star Wars right on them. These are a buck a piece, and we should get $10 for each of those. Another thing I like to bundle, just random figures, okay? If you can pick them up for 10 or 25 cents a piece, and it's not worth shipping one out for $3, wait till you have 10 or 20 or 30 or 50 of them that you got 10 or 25 cents a piece in. So you're in for $5 or $10, and you'll get $50 out of that bundle out of 50 or whatever amount of figures. So that is something else I like to just hoard and bundle right along with vintage cameras. This Minolta camera only cost me $2. It's in great shape. The lens is nice and clean. It's obviously got the case with it. $2 for this, right? So same thing. I'll wait till I have about 10 of these that I paid $2 or $3 or $5 a piece for, so I'm in for 20, 30, 50 bucks tops, and I'll be able to put that posting up for $300 for a bundle of vintage cameras. No problem. These two die-cast titanium series for Star Wars, they were $2 a piece. It's the Droid Fighter and Boba Fett Slave 1. So those are $2 a piece, and they're going for $15 to $25 each. So on that $4, we're going to get $30 to $50 back. So these two Nerf guns, they were priced for, I don't have any bullets. I wish I did. I would shoot it right at the camera. And this big mofo, and Nerf Strike Centurion. So this Centurion, I love the way the Centurion sounds. These are priced at $20 for the big guy, $10 for this. I got the pair. $20 for the big guy, $10 for this. I got the pair for $30. No, $20 for the big guy, $10 for this. I got the pair for $20, and we're easily going to get $80 back for this pair. The Centurion has everything. It's got the little, what's that called? I don't know. Who cares what it's called? I just like the way this one sounds. Listen, it kind of makes like a double, I think it might shoot 2 bullets. You hear that? Cool. I wish I had the bullets for that. I love turning 20 into almost 100. That's awesome feeling. Golf clubs. There's only 3 things you need to know in golf. Callaway, TaylorMade, Titleist. If you can remember those 3 names, you'll be in good shape. And you just want to make sure you're getting a modern club, right? You know what a crappy old club looks like. The big modern ones, they look like fighter jets. They're all fancy and shiny and beautiful. If you don't know, ask the seller how old that club was. If it's in the last 5 years, you're probably pretty good. So this driver, Callaway FT9, I paid $5 for this. This guy is easily going for $50 online. I will probably just sell it locally for $50. TaylorMade, also $5. TaylorMade R7, I think they're up to like R11 or 13 by now. But they're R7 series, same thing, TaylorMade, remember that name, $5 for this one. It's about the same thing, $40 to $80. Again, another nice 10 times our money on that. And these ones, oh, sorry, one more. This is a Titleist 503H it's called. It's a hybrid to help get you out of the long stuff, rough. So we got the 3 main brands here. We got Callaway, we got TaylorMade, we got Titleist. $10 for that. We're gonna get $30 to $50 for that one locally. I'm gonna include this in my expenses for the day, but I am keeping these babies. This is a complete set of Titleist 990s. Titleist 990 DCI clubs. So they're not the newest Titleist. Titleist is my favorite brand of clubs, and I don't know what happened to mine. A couple of them somehow got broken or lost in a pond or something somehow. I don't remember how that played out on the golf course. But I am going to keep these. So this is mine. This is the beauty of yard sailing. I could sell this set of clubs easily for $150 off of what I paid for these ones, $20. Okay guys, the totals are in for our week of May 12th and 13th. And the news is great. Okay, so yes, the week of May 12th and 13th, I am finally done. We have gone through everything. I don't know how many items there were. There had to be at least 100 things that we bought. We started off with bundle 1, the outdoor stuff, the big stuff I'm going to sell local, that we had $211 in, and we're going to sell for a minimum of $710. We already sold 2 of the strollers, the cozy coupe, the golf clubs, the BMX, so that stuff's selling really fast. The stuff we just went over, the 80s G.I. Joe and the tin toys and the little race cars, $65 into that. We're going to get $350 back minimum. We had the 2 bundles with all the new stuff, the box stuff. Let's say $2,700 for a profit of $2,038. Yeah, we're going to put in probably 20 hours of cleaning this stuff up, posting it, getting it ready for sale, shipping it out, packing it, shipping it out, whichever way you want to do it. You probably should pack it before you ship it out instead of ship it out and then pack it. But we did it, guys, $2,000. And you know, anybody can do this. This is, again, why I love the yard selling. The markups are so huge. So guys, You don't need any special skills to do this. You just need a little hustle and a few extra dollars lying around, and you can get out there and you can start flipping for a living also, okay? $2,000, spending $629 may not be in your budget this week. That's fine. Go with $20. I guarantee you, if you shop right, you can turn that into $100, or take out $50 and turn it into $250, or take out $100 and turn it into $500. Whatever's in your budget, get out there and start doing it. Trust me, you're gonna love it. The thrill of finding these deals and flipping them for huge profits, you just can't beat it. So continue to like and share. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Share it with your friends. And I'm going to continue to put these videos out. We will see you. Another weekend is coming up, and we are going to head out and find some more great deals. So I look forward to, in a few days, posting some more videos of my haul for the weekend of May 19th and 20th. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a great day and love what you do.